We'll start off with you, Khalila Sahiba. We've seen Muhammad Ali as a champion. He had an aura that, people used to get attracted towards him. He used to be like the person who a lot of Pakistanis used to look up to, because he struggled in his life and he came to a place where everybody admired him. But as a husband, how was he?
He was a good husband. He was full of surprises. He knows. We looked at television together. We saw a lot of westerns and horror movies. It used to be our favorite. And when he was in exile and he couldn't fight or anything, he was more closer to home. And at different instances, we would go different places. He would run across some of the celebrities we used to see on TV or something, and he would surprise me with them. Like, I used to look at the Wyatt Earp all the time and the shoot 'em ups and everything. And one time he was going out after dinner, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was laying on the couch waiting for my young husband to come home. And when he came home, like 3 o'clock in the morning, I was laying on the sofa, and then I heard this voice saying, "You better get out of town before sundown, and your horse better be fast." And I go, "That wasn't Ali. That wasn't Ali." And it's like Wyatt Earp. And he flipped the switch in the house, and there was Wyatt Earp standing in my kitchen door like that. I go, "Oh my goodness." and instead of me going to see Wyatt Earp, it was a winter. And I went outside to see if the guy's horse was outside. I mean, that's how convincing it was to see him. And he would always surprise me that way.
And with the rhymes, but you just mentioned a rhyme. He was very good with poems and coming up with rhyming words. What was that about?
That was a trick, because he would only rhyme, if you notice back in those days, he would only rhyme like the round he would go down in, like, "I'll get Archie Moore in 4, I'll send him to heaven in 7. I'm the one that wrote the poems.
You were the one?
Yes.
Behind the thing that made him famous.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one thing.
That was it. Nobody knew it, but I wrote it for him. You know, I wanted him to be, outspoken and a little bit more direct. And when I was 13, I wrote a poem. When I found out he was going to fight Sonny Liston, I wrote a poem because I didn't like Liston. And he was about to kill this little Muslim and everything. And it was like, I didn't like the guy from Jump Street. So I wrote a poem for Ali. Ali, and I said, "Here, you take that poem, give that to Sonny Liston." And the poem was, "This is the legend of Cassius Clay, the most beautiful fighter in the world today. This fist fight's great. He's got speed and endurance. But if you're trying to sign to fight him, increase your insurance. This kid's got a left. This kid's got a right. Look at the kid carry the fight. All the crowd's getting frantic. There's not enough room. There Ali lowers the boom. Who would have thought when it came to the fight, they see a spook satellite. No one would dream when they put down their money. They see a total eclipse of the sunny." That was a poem.
And the fight with the
Sonny. He made my poem famous. So.
Oh, wow.